22 Japanese Arts Crafts Japan Japanese arts posted by John Spacey, July 13, 2015 Japanese art evolved unique techniques, traditions and aesthetics as the country's artists were isolated from the rest of the art world for centuries at a time. When Japanese art finally exploded onto the world stage in the 1860s, it changed everything. For example, Japanese art was one of the inspirations for the Impressionist movement in Europe and America. The following are a few major Japanese arts and crafts. Shoto is the Japanese art of calligraphy that's created with a brush. It's highly stylized and often almost illegible. The art mostly evolved at temples and has been greatly influenced by Japanese Buddhism. Works of Shoto often look vaguely like a landscape painting. Most Japanese people have studied it and have an appreciation for the art. Ukiyo-e is a genre of Japanese art that thrived from the 1600s to 1880s. They were printed in great numbers using woodblock printing methods. In most cases, they depicted popular topics such as kabuki, geisha, travel, history, myth and politics. Ukiyo-e greatly influenced European artists such as Vincent Go. Most historical structures in Japan such as temples, shrines, castles and palaces are made of wood. The Japanese had unique techniques with wood and were able to create remarkably large wooden structures. For example, the great wooden stage of Kiyomizu-dera was constructed without a single nail. Modern Japanese architecture is equally interesting with hundreds of buildings and mega-projects such as bridges that have been recognized for their design. Manga are Japanese comic books. Japan began producing dark, irreverent, sensual, violent graphic novels as early as the 1760s that were essentially comic books. These books were largely banned in 1787 but the art continued nonetheless. Modern Japanese manga represent a vibrant and popular form of art and writing. Origami is the Japanese art of folding paper to create decorative art. The classic origami that every schoolchild in Japan learns is the crane. According to myth, anyone who strings together 1,000 origami cranes is granted a wish. The Japanese traditionally believe that cranes live 1,000 years. Japanese sculpture is traditionally associated with religion. Wooden sculptures of protectors of Buddha such as Nyo and Shitenno guard the gates to many temples. Shinto gods known as kami are often depicted in sculpture at shrines. Several of these are priceless cultural artifacts including sculptures that rank amongst the largest in the world such as the Buddha of Tadaiji. Bonseki are miniature landscapes on black lacquer trays that make use of white sand, pebbles, and small rocks.